It's my motherfucking birthday. Turn the fuck up. Y.A.D, light him up.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? What's good, Y.A.D Nation?
Wait a minute. Who are you?
It's your boy, your leader, Y.A.D. Money. And I'm gonna let it soak in for a little bit, because I know it's been a while, it's been a while. But guess what, y'all? We back with another banger. Yes, sir, we back, man. Listen, I know I've been gone. I've been in my ear for a long time. The last video that I posted was probably the playthrough for Spider-Man 2, the ending. Beautiful game. Seen the Gamer Awards. We just gonna keep it pushing. But yeah, no, I'm back. And it's crazy because I had another playthrough in mind, but with Tekken 8 coming out January 26th, it's we're gonna do a little recap of 1 through 6 in this video, and then there's gonna be a playthrough of Tekken 7, because I'm debating on if I want to do Tekken 8 or not, but just in case, I want to have this playthrough, not this playthrough, but like this playlist already ready, just in case. But yeah, so shout out to PlayStation Grenade. We about to watch a little, like I said, a little breakdown of 1 through 6. I know it says 1 through 7, but I'm gonna try my best to stop it at 6, or like guess which one was 6, and then we'll do a playthrough of of 7. And then, like I said, shout out to PlayStation Grenade for this video. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Let's do it. Bet. Like I said, we're gonna do 1 through 6, and then that's it. This whole time my audio that's how you know it's been a while, y'all. Hold on. So he's basically saying he's gonna do a breakdown 1 through 7, but we're just gonna leave it at 6.
Heihachi Mishima in his family dojo, training in their fighting style. His father, Jinpachi, is a world-renowned fighter and the head of the Mishima Zaibatsu. When translated into English, that means a huge Japanese business group. One day, a young girl shows I'm pronouncing this wrong, by the way. As time passed, they became friends, and as they grew older, their love blossomed, and their son Kazuya was born. A few years later, Kazumi collapsed during training, and Heihachi tended to her. Things did not look good for her. Miraculously, Kazumi survived and went about her business as if nothing happened, but Heihachi knew something had changed. Sometime later, Kazumi's real intentions were exposed. Kazumi reveals she came to the Mishima dojo to watch and finally kill Heihachi for the tyrant he was destined to become. The two fought, and Kazumi unveiled her devil gene complete with flaming butterfly wings and devil horns. Heihachi prevails and murders the love of his life. Shedding a tear after he breaks his wife's neck. What a lovely moment. Heihachi took his 5-year-old son to the top of a cliff and told him of his mother's fate. Kazuya's rage was no match for Heihachi, who had already planned to kill his son just in case he had the devil gene like his mother. The plan was simple: throw Kazuya off a cliff. If Kazuya died, then he didn't have the devil gene. But if he survived and somehow climbed back up the cliff, then he must be part devil.
Wait a minute, what? Bro, that is crazy, dog. This man need to be, bro. This man need to be on watch, bro. Like,
Heihachi's character changed dramatically after the Kazumi fight and is now fixated on power and strength. He even imprisons his own father, Jinpachi, and takes command of the Mishima Zaibatsu. Jinpachi's corpse remains under the family dojo 40 years later. After many years of building wealth and power, Heihachi longs for the old days of fighting in martial arts competitions and decides to start a tournament to be known as the King of Iron Fist, or just Iron Fist, or Tekken for short. He puts up a huge purse for the winner and enters the tournament himself, as do many fighters around the world, including Nina Williams dressed as a street hooker. Oh, and guess who else enters in secret? It's only bloody Kazuya, who did indeed survive his fall from the cliff and is now a little bit pissed and is ready for revenge. Guess who makes it to the final? Yes, it's father versus son, Heihachi versus Kazuya. The two beat 10 bags of shit out of each other, but Kazuya emerges victorious and decides to throw his dad from the same cliff he was flung off as a boy.
This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. Good job, like, bro. He's smiling, like, bro, what is going on?
With Heihachi presumed dead, Kazuya inherits the Mishima Zaibatsu and runs it for a few years until he gets a bit bored and announces Tekken 2. But this time, instead of a financial award for the winner, they would indeed take control of the Mishima Zaibatsu itself. The tournament was entered by a record amount of people, including Jun Kazama, who will be key to this storyline very soon. As if you weren't expecting it, up pops Heihachi, who survived his fall from the cliff and is now after revenge over Kazuya and of course desires his beloved company back. During the tournament, Kazuya and Jun find time to get down and dirty together, resulting in Jun falling pregnant. But we'll get to that in Tekken 3. In a repeat of the Tekken 1 final, both Heihachi and Kazuya make it, with the roles reversed. Heihachi wins this fight, which causes Kazuya's dormant devil gene to activate, just as his mother's did years ago. Heihachi knew this would happen and is fully prepared, defeating the devil version of his son, winning the tournament and regaining the Mishima Zaibatsu. To make sure Kazuya and his devil gene are gone for good this time, he
They taking turns throwing each other off the cliff, like, bro, what?
Decides not to throw him off a cliff again, but this time tosses his flesh and blood into an active volcano.
Okay. They're just throwing each other and stuff. Okay.
Definitely a candidate for Dad of the Year. Remember Jun Kazama? Yeah, the one who did the dirty deed with Kazuya? Well, she had a son, Jin, but decided to keep him in the Kazama clan in the hopes of keeping him out of the Mishima blood feud. Jin is trained in the Kazama fighting style which his mother mastered. Jun suddenly feels a disturbance, kind of like a Jedi, and feels the presence of Ogre, a god of fighting, who was recently released from its tomb. And who do you think let Ogre out? None other than Heihachi Mishima and his Tekken forces, who are looking for sources of power around the globe. Ogre kills Jun, although that is not 100% confirmed, but her son survives. Still in his teens, Jin travels to find his grandfather in the hopes of training to fight Ogre and avenge his mother. Heihachi agrees, and 4 years later, Jin has mastered the Mishima Karate. Heihachi announces the third Tekken tournament, in which he hopes to capture Ogre and somehow absorb his power. You know, with gene splicing or something like that. Basically, his thirst for power is now unquenchable, and Ogre's ultimate power is next on his list. Tekken 3 had its share of weird and wonderful characters too, including a 2-foot dinosaur called Gon, but let's pretend that didn't happen. Moving on, Jin beats the living shit out of everyone until his mother's killer appears. Ogre offers up a good fight, but a revenge-filled Jin comes out victorious. Even Ogre's second form, True Ogre, couldn't defeat Jin, who has now avenged his beloved mother. Out of nowhere, Heihachi and his Tekken forces gun down Jin and kill him.
What?
why did Heihachi do this? Potentially in fear of his empire being taken by his grandson, or maybe his knowledge of the devil gene caused this reaction. But that ends up being a bad idea. Jin's devil gene activates, and after some mild vengeance, he flies away. Heihachi continues to search for Jin until he accidentally finds the corpse of his son Kazuya instead. His remains are being held at G Corporation, a biogenetic company looking to resurrect Kazuya. As the Tekken forces arrive at G Corp, it is revealed Kazuya is not only alive, but is stronger than ever.
Oh, this man Kazuya
Poor
packing
buggers
them
didn't
up.
stand a chance. Heihachi decides another Tekken tournament, the fourth in fact, will attract Kazuya, who is now fully focused on revenge, again, and maybe this could also see Jin return too, who we know can't turn down a good old scrap. As expected, anyone who is anyone has joined the tournament, with favourite Jin Kazama here to murder any Mishima he can get his hands on. That anger fueling his devil gene sees him reach the finals where he should face father Kazuya, but he is attacked by Tekken forces who subdue and drug him. Heihachi attempts to mentally and physically brutalise Jin in the hopes of acquiring his power. Jin first defeats his father.
You win.
And just as he's about to kill his grandfather, he has a vision. His mother Jun is still keeping tabs on Jin and convinces him not to give in to the dark side. Hang on, is this Star Wars again?
That's basically what it
Jin
sounds
once
like.
again flies away, sparing both his father and grandfather.
So,
Suddenly, a fleet of Jacks are sent to destroy the Mishimas.
okay, I remember
Fighting
seeing
side
this
by
one.
side, Kazuya and Heihachi fight off
intro.
the onslaught until Kazuya leaves his father to fight alone. The Jack units explode, killing Heihachi and burying his body in his own dojo. Heihachi Mishima is dead. An unknown individual takes over the Mishima Zaibatsu and establishes another Iron Fist tournament, Tekken 5.
Okay.
Kazuya decides to accept the invitation, as this is a way to find out who's in charge of the Zaibatsu and G-Corp 2, who he believes sent those Jack units to try and kill him and his father. As the tournament begins, Jinpachi Mishima is revealed as the organizer. If you remember right at the start of the story, Jinpachi was imprisoned by his son Heihachi and left to die for 40 years under the Mishima dojo, which we just saw blow up. As the tournament begins, Jinpachi reveals he is fighting internally with a devil spirit who is controlling him. With his last breath of humanity, Jinpachi started this tournament in the hopes that someone could defeat him and stop his impending reign of destruction. We've come a long way from throwing 5-year-olds off cliffs, haven't we? Jin easily reaches the final and faces his great-grandfather. At this point, Jin is so powerful, even a devil-possessed fighting legend has no chance, and Jinpachi is finally laid to rest.
Okay.
Jin takes his place as the head of the Mishima Zaibatsu. He's now completely controlled by power, just like his father, grandfather, and great-grandfather.
Sheesh. But whoever's in that seat just get consumed by power. Agent Smith, bro? Like, what's going on?
Jin does the unthinkable and declares independence from the world. Don't ask me how that works, but he starts World War III. Remember when he was just a nice young man? Well, I blame puberty. The only organisation big enough to fight the Mishima Zaibatsu is G-Corp, who have also grown exponentially. Lars Alexanderson joins the fight. A field leader in the Zaibatsu decides he cannot stand by and changes his allegiance in order to stop the war. He's in love with an android, by the way. True story. We follow him slowly uncovering information with help from a Wesley Snipes wannabe, Raven. As the world spirals into a war-torn depression, Jin announces the 6th Tekken tournament, which attracts another butt-ton of fighters, as well as Kazuya and the attentions of Heihachi. Wait, didn't he get blown to pieces? Oh well, video game logic. During this storyline, Lars is revealed to be Heihachi's illegitimate son. We also previously discovered that Lee is Heihachi's adopted son, and Asuka Kazama is somehow related to Jin. This family tree is ridiculous. Anyway, back to the story. Jin has been using the Zaibatsu's resources to research the devil gene and finds that an ancient being named Azazel is the original host. If he can find a way to wake him, he could wipe the devil gene from existence, thus freeing himself.
How do you know that? Answer me.
How does he do this? He starts that world war we've been talking about. He's really a nice guy, and although he's prepared to kill millions of innocent people, his heart's in the right place. Yeah. Right? Azazel is defeated by Lars and Fake Blade, and reveals he is the being that wipes out humanity if they become too evil. Pretty much forcing humanity to start again if they lose compassion for one another. Of course, the next thing Azazel does is self-destruct. Luckily, everyone we care about escapes unharmed. Jin arrives and proclaims Azazel is not yet dead, and only someone with the devil gene can defeat that big chicken. Azazel, right on cue, breaks from the debris. A bolt of light explodes from the pit and Jin is seemingly dead alongside Azazel. Nina tries to make Jin sound like a good guy, but we all know he's a bit of a f***er.
Jin put everything he had into this one moment. It's not for me to judge if he was right or wrong.
A short time later, Raven finds Jin, who still bears the devil symbol, indicating he still has the devil gene and his efforts were futile. He is contained and taken into custody. With Jin out of the picture, Heihachi returns.
Okay, I think that should be... Yeah, so that looked like that might be the end of how Tekken 6 was. But man, that's crazy, bro. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I think I played, which Tekken was it? The one with that intro? I played that Tekken. That was the only Tekken that I played. This one right here. Which one is this one? I think 6.
Is another Iron Fist tournament, Tekken 5.
That's Tekken 5. This is the only one that I played, I think. Yeah, so this is the only one that I played. I did play, was it Tekken 2 for a little bit? But Tekken 2 don't really have like a storyline, I don't think so. Whichever one is free on PlayStation Plus now, I played that one too. So I only played those two. Like I said, we about to do a walkthrough for Tekken 7. All this will be part of a playthrough playlist leading up to Tekken 8, and then Tekken 8 will probably be his own playlist. But yeah, that is crazy. They really took turns throwing each other off of cliffs and stuff. Jin, he got the devil gene. He thought killing the first dude with the devil gene was going to change it, but nah, he still got it. So wait, dude, what's his name? Is it Himpachi? I already pronounced dude name. The grandfather. Do he have the gene then? Because he was thrown off the cliff. He came back. His father had the devil gene. So yeah, so wouldn't it be his fault that he have the devil gene then? Because his father had it. Pass it on to him. I think he have it, bro, because he got thrown off the cliff by Kazunye, however you say his name. And then he came back. Whatever. I'm just excited to play Tekken 7. You guys will probably be seeing this Tuesday, the 19th. I went live today, the 18th, which is Monday. I went live today on Twitch. We played Tomb Raider, the first one. We also played Tekken 8, the demo. I should have recorded for that, but I didn't. But yeah, listen, like I said, I know it's been a while. I'm getting back into the vibe of things and stuff. Most definitely check out the Twitch, the Kick, and Twitter and Instagram, all of it, Y.A.D.D I'll probably have it up on screen somewhere, but check it out. Definitely come check out the Twitch, because like I go live almost every day, and also that's probably where you'll hear a lot of updates about like YouTube video coming out and stuff, also on Twitter too, or X, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, most definitely come check it out. Like I said, I'm back. I know it's been a while, but I'm back, and I got a whole bunch of ideas what I want to do, so just be on the lookout. It's gonna be a lot of stuff moving around and stuff. Just know that. But yeah, without further ado, I appreciate y'all from tuning in. Please like and subscribe. We back on the road to 50. We at 37. Without further ado, is your leader signing off. Peace.
Baby, welcome to the party. It's a party. We laughing and drinking, nigga, and we just getting started. Baby, welcome to the party. It's a party.